Okay, looks like we are recording. And this brought to mind Bob Heilig's video where this is not what we do. It's not about vitamins and probiotics. It's about linking arms together. And this hard time just really reminds me that we're in a season where we truly want for each of you to find your light, find what God's purpose is for you. And we are here to help you do that. And we are so thrilled that we have been able to come back from Hawaii with some tools to do this. So we've put together some resources, some training, and I'm going to share my screen so that I can share with you the kickoff for what we are sharing tonight. So let me get my video going. I'm going to play it on my phone so you'll be able to hear it and see it best. Let me see if I can make it larger. That maybe is good as it can get. All right, so here's what we are talking about tonight. Hi guys, McKenna Pruitt here, and I am so excited to show you the new systems we have set up for getting your new ambassadors off to a great start. Whether you just want wonderful products or you want an incredible income, this is for you. And if you are the new ambassador who's watching this, you can use these steps to get yourself off to a great start as well. Your group may look a little bit different with a different name or graphic, but the info will be the same. So here is how you use it, and I hope you enjoy. Start at your team page and scroll down, and you might find this post at the very top. If not, no worries. Go ahead and type #getting-started in the search bar at the top of your team page. You'll see this post pull right up, and you'll click it, scroll down, and you're going to click where to start. Under that photo, you're going to find a description of the contents. When you click on the comments, you will find at the very top this graphic in the comments. Now this is the graphic, you guys. You want to save it to your phone. This is how you help your new ambassadors find success, or if you are the new ambassador yourself, you'll follow these steps as well, depending on what your goals are. Use this chart, determine your pace, and follow the outline below each pace. We've made this super simple for you. The links needed or recommended to use are in the comments for all 3 paces, so you'll be able to find everything you need right there in the comments. The next part of the system is how to share. Go ahead and click that box. Once again, you'll find a description of how to share and how to choose people to speak to. At the very bottom in the comments, you'll find this amazing flowchart that outlines all 5 of our steps to recruiting. You want to save this possibly for your records, but we'll scroll to the top and look at step 1 that's outlined here. Send an initial message. We have several messages in here that are examples that you can copy and paste to use. I highly encourage you to put your own voice into each of these messages, and you can use them as a guideline. They're easy to copy, paste, and tweak to fit your needs and who you're talking to. Step 2 is send a third-party tool. You'll find different tools depending on who you have spoken to right here, and we also list some more video options. Step 3 is to follow up after the video. We give you some examples of how to respond based on their feedback that they've given you based on the video or testimony that you've sent. Step 4, how much is it? This is a common question that we get often, so we wanted to give you some examples of how to answer this with strong posture. Step 5, fortune is in the follow-up. It takes 8 to 10 exposures on average for someone to feel comfortable enough to order. We've given you examples of exposures here, and so this is the 5-step system you'll follow for reaching out. Check out our next graphic detailing how to enroll when they are ready to take the next step. Again, we have our flowchart here for you to use as a reference. But this next graphic, guys, is very important as you're taking the next step. How should they order? This will help you determine based on their preferences whether they should be a customer or an ambassador. Under our next couple of graphics, we have valuable resources, favorite trainings from our team. We'll continue to keep that updated here. Good luck, guys, and happy learning. All right, so we are super excited about what we have found. A lot of the jewels kind of pulled their very best info and best notes from Hawaii, and we've compiled them all for this team to be able to lock arms and to be able to grow together, to be able to duplicate and have momentum. So Carissa is going to tell you a little bit more about how you can use that video.
Okay, can everyone hear me? Okay, super. Okay, so we want that video is on our team page as of tonight. It's super quick, you know, less than 5 minutes. So every new person, that is something we expect to have that video bumped often as you're helping your new people catch that. So one of the biggest things we came away with from Hawaii, Bob Heilig's talk, was the importance of having systems. We want to remove all fear of the unknown for every new ambassador. So for everybody that comes into our team as an ambassador, whether they're here to build a business or not, we want to let them know what's available to them as far as these resources are so that all fear of the unknown is removed. And in so many cases, what we're going to find is that people maybe thought it was intimidating to share or thought they didn't want to do any selling, so to speak. And then because it's so simple and right there laid out for them, they realize they really can do it. So, we really want to have a team that duplicates simply and continually, and we want every new ambassador to know exactly where to find basic steps for what to do. It's going to be so empowering and so duplicatable for every member of our team to have something concrete in place, the same thing, and we all know right where it is. So the video that McKenna just showed us shows exactly how to find all 4 of those little graphics that give the step-by-step information, and that post is pinned to the top of the Paladins page. So the magic of this is how easy and comfortable it's going to make every new ambassador feel. To use this resource, what we'll all do is something we've already had in practice, which is set up a quick call with your new ambassador, or a 3-way call if it's like a newbie and someone on your team who has sponsored them, and ask them to have a phone or computer in front of them so that you can show them a few things that they have available to them to reach their best results. And then while you're on the phone, you'll simply tag them in the post and have them open the where to start icon and take a look at that pace chart and go through it with them to determine what their pace should look like. Now, the pace chart, we've trained on all the language that's in there. So when you look at it, it's going to feel more comfortable than you realize. But we just love the fact that now we have something simple and visual to show you. So Lorelai is going to go over that with you real quick so that you can, I feel like everybody in our team is going to want to use that. And Lorelai, are you going to screen share with us and show us the chart? We can't hear you.
How about now?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So I was saying I was going to, but my laptop is not working. So I'm on my phone trying to get my laptop to work. However, I was thinking if you're able to click on the graphic, that I'm happy to voice, if you can find it. Yes, that's perfect. Perfect. And so the thing is, Carissa's looking that up that I want to talk with you all about is you as leaders, whether you are just starting out, you are leading people to health. You're leading people in this journey. And so this is so important for you to realize and you to know that you're the one taking them and guiding them through this process. You're the one leading them in this process. So you're going to, once they sign up, you're going to take them to this Paladins page or your own team page if you have something like this similar on there. And you're going to show them that pinned post. You're going to start there. And you are going to show them, click on where to start, and you're going to walk through that with them. This is so key in their journey. We want to find out which pace are they going to take, which journey is right for them and best for them, so that you can help them and also they can help themselves more effectively. So as you look, we have number 1, number 2, and number 3. So number 1 is your product user, number 2 is your baby step, Number 3, they're all in, ready to go. And so as you look at that, go ahead and go through with them the things that are next. But for you especially, this is so key that you go through. If they say, I just want to get my products paid for, great. And you look at that next step and you look at the next piece, send them one thing at a time. You can show them this. We want you to show them this so they can pace it at their own pace. However, you're going to notice through here that you're going to invite them to have a partner. You're going to send them that feedback from our simple sign-up process, and you're going to send them that information on how to post. Give them the words. Don't ask them to words. Give them the words that they're going to use to post on that first post. And then you're going to continue to build that belief. Show them those shareables, but one step at a time in the process, because we do not want to overwhelm them with information. Sometimes people want that, those all-inners, they want more information. They're going to be asking for more. They're going to be looking up for more. But it's your job as a leader to figure out which bucket you're going to place them in and then which pace they are choosing to go at. Again, sending them that specific wording example, writing that first post, send it, hey, would you be willing to post this? And giving them those exact words, as well as follow-up for those people that are commenting on that post. You want to give them the specific words on how they need to reach out, how they can three-way, what that looks like. Proactively stepping up to to progress them through each step. Don't wait for them to come to you. Don't wait for them to say, what's next? You want to spoon feed them for their first 30 to 60 days. In the beginning, you are giving them all the words. And the beautiful thing is we've set this up for you so that the words are even written here. In this process that we're going through tonight, the words are written here for you. So even if you're new to this and you're not sure what those words are, your sponsor may have showed you, but they're also right here in this model. So again, that smart sign-up process, that what we've been going over these last 30, 60 days is key in helping with that wording and key in helping them with this process. Go ahead, Carissa.
Sorry, I had to unmute again. Okay, let me pull up another graphic. I get so confused when I'm in the screen share and this thing is in my way. There we go. Okay. So next, when you're on that short call with your new person or new person and their sponsor, then you'll direct them to open up the how to share icon, and you'll go through the sample messages with them that are in the comments. So this first, just the caption here of the how to share graphic just talks about setting up realistic expectations. Just talks about how, the goal here is sifting and sorting through to find out who is ready to try this with you and have their life changed. And what I love to tell my new people to really alleviate that discomfort is, it's so key for your health results that you have people on the journey supporting you and doing this with you. And the great news is everybody has the 60-day money-back guarantee. So people starting at the exact same time as you don't need to know everything. You've got a team surrounded by a team of people who have answers for the questions you guys come up against. And everybody can try it at the same time together under that money-back guarantee. So when you're on that call, you'll have them pull up the comments here. I'm going to scroll a little bit. And this is what Lorelei was just talking about, that as you are guiding them, the first thing you're guiding them to do when you sign them up is, hey, would you be willing to post a few lines of my story tonight? It would look something like this. And you give them those words. And then as soon as they've done that and they start to get feedback on their post, you're reaching back out and saying, hey, this has worked really well for me to say this to the people who show support on my post. And then I give them more words and I say, hey, so-and-so, thanks so much for your support on my post. It means a lot to me to have people cheering me on in my health journey. Does this sound like something you'd want to try with me? So it's just a great example, and I send that right away. And then one of the next steps that we do, as we have written here, is have them make a list. And if they are kind of baby stepping, then that might be a list of 10 to 20 people who are supportive of them or who they know really could use the blessing of Plexus in their life. Or if they're one of those all-in people, we'll go ahead and show them the list of 64, which I think we'll get to this, trying to remember where that thing is. Let me just scroll for 1 second. Is it under where to start? Yeah, so like for example, let's say they're an all-in person. Do you see how this all-in graphic has 5 comment replies? And if you pull those open, it's going to show you exactly how to guide that person. It's going to give you this great success game plan to fill out together. It's going to give you the list of 64 that corporate has given us. So for someone who's ready and raring to go, we've got this. We can show it to them, or they can click the link and print it out themselves. I mean, it is all right here. And that's what I plan to reiterate on all of these calls is it is literally all right here. Everything you could need to know, like eliminating all fear of the unknown. All right, 1 moment, peeps. Okay, so even if they're just wanting to be a product user, go ahead and have them look at what's available to them and just restate that our goal is to take away any fear of the unknown for every new ambassador and help them never have to pay for their products after their first order. Many newbies start off feeling nervous and unsure, and they'll be shocked to see that we've made it so simple. We also have testimony events every other week, and we have small challenge groups for product samplers almost every month. So there's always something happening for them to invite friends and family to. So what I want to go over with you now is the road to recruiting. This is another visual aid that we've talked about a lot, but we came home from Hawaii with this like amazing, let me see if I can move us. There we go. We came home from Hawaii with this amazing visual aid that just makes it even simpler. So let's take a look at it for just a second. So it starts by, let me see. Here we go. It starts up here by asking somebody who has shown curiosity or interest in Plexus, what are you looking to improve? And I love that it just flows exactly what you need to do. So once they've told you, then you send them a video or a testimony that applies to their need. And then within 5 to 15 minutes, follow up. So that's really key, is keeping it engaged while they're engaging you. And the wording is right here. What stood out to you? Or could you relate to anything that was shared? And then from here, you see options. If they say yes, or if they say no, or they're not sure. So if they say yes, I could see something that I could relate to, then you progress over here to, does it sound like something you'd like to try? Or if they say, no, I didn't really see anything I could relate to, then you go down this way. Well, can I send you some info on XYZ, on this goal of yours or that goal of yours? And if they say yes, you would do that and then progress back up to following up and asking, does it sound like something you'd like to try? If they say no, then you would relationship build, commenting on their posts, keeping up via text, message, and call, spending time together so that you have the opportunity to continue to drip belief on them with your consistent sharing and posting. And then if they say yes and you say, does it sound like something you'd like to try? We have exactly what to do from there. So if they say, I'm not sure, then you ask a question to uncover doubts, fears, or objections that they may have. If they say, it does sound like something I'd like to try, then that's when we immediately say, great, I'm so excited for you. Do you have time for a quick 10-minute call? I'd like to help you get started, or I'd like to help you get your order placed. That's where we would launch right into our smart sign-up process that McKenna's going to review for us in just a second. But if, like I said, if they've said no, we're not sure, then we'll ask a question and uncover doubts or fears, and then answer that question. Nothing more, nothing less. We don't ever need to puke Plexus on people. It's a simple matter of addressing what the need at hand is or what the concern at hand is. And once you've had that conversation, it takes you right down to here. Okay, now that we've talked about that, let's get you started feeling better. Do you have time right now? And then we've got a couple of different oops, sorry, I was trying to scroll. Couple of different options. Like if they say no, or if they say yes, then it leads us right up here. Great. Do you have time for a 10-minute call right now? And you do the smart sign up enrollment process. If you say, now that we've talked about that, are you ready to get started feeling better? Do you have some time? If they say no, then it leads you up here. It says, hang on, am I reading that wrong? Schedule an appointment. Okay, I might have to check with my peeps about that one because I'm not understanding it correctly. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I get it now. So if you say, do you have some time right now? And they don't have time right now. There we go. Then you would make a time to get them signed up or get them ordered, preferably within 24 hours. Okay, and then if they're not quite ready after you've uncovered objections, doubts, etc., then you would ask a question. What other questions do you have for me? This seems like an amazing fit. What's holding you back? And then after you've uncovered those doubts and talked through those, and again, loop in your sponsor if you don't know the answers, because that is exactly what they're here for. If at that point they're ready, then you move right up here to, great, do you have about 10 minutes for me to call you right now? And if they're not quite ready yet, then you would invite them to join something small, like a 7-day challenge or a 3-day blitz, or come to a testimony event. Oftentimes cost can be what's holding people back. So I would always encourage you, if they're not ready because of cost, to say, well, we have trial packs for $25 to $30. We have 5 and 3-day samples that I can send you personally from my stash that would be between $10 and $20. So just helping people get started, even if it's with a small sample amount. All right, so McKenna, so after that point, like once you've just worked through this exactly with everything right there supplied for you, when you reach the point of them being ready to order or ready to enroll, we have a really effective process as a team, and McKenna's going to just review that for us real quick.
Yes, and Carissa, I didn't know if we want to pull up that how to enroll graphic.
Okay, I'll do that right now as you talk.
My laptop went to the mobile phone view, so it's not as viewer friendly. So Chris is going to pull up the how to enroll, but this is something we've been chatting about now for at least a month, maybe 2, how when you begin to enroll somebody, that, and really from the first time that you reach out to them and they see you posting, that is when your coaching capabilities begin. So if you are enrolling someone, if you're instructing a new ambassador on how to enroll someone, this is their first bit of training for their new person. So it's super important, and we have become very familiar with the 6-step enrollment process. And Chris has got this graphic here, which is elsewhere on our team page as well. But you're going to help your new person. They have several people now. They've been through all these steps, and they have people that want to join them. They're going to get their products paid for, begin their journey, maybe even in the business. And so it's time that you're going to help them. Remember, we're spoon feeding for the first month or so. So you're going to help your new ambassador the first few times that they enroll someone themselves. And so you're going to reiterate to them, and if you're doing this yourself, that transition, that was there anything in that video you could relate to? And if they said yes, and say, is this something that you want to try with me? And if they say yes, then remember immediately, this is so important for closing, that we see, great, are you available right now to hop on the phone so we can get you started? I'm so excited. I can't wait for you to experience this. Most of the time, if you're in Messenger and you're already chatting, then they may be available. So give them that option, or if that doesn't work, give them a time the next day. People usually will feel rude if you give them specific times to push you off. So help them in that bit of closing, to give them an appointment time that day or the next day. And if those don't work, to keep trying for the time. So you are going to teach your ambassador. If you're new and signing people up, you are going to already, as you are enrolling them, be putting them in the right bucket. So you're going to ask them the right questions to decide, does this person need to be a customer, or does this person need to be an ambassador? We cannot stress to you guys the importance of this. for the longevity of your business, for the longevity of our teams. if we have an ambassador that is ordering less than 100 PV, you don't get any benefit from that. Your uplines don't get any benefit from that. All of that money goes straight into Plex's pocket. Their annual fee is not going to be as much of an offset cost for them because they're not earning commissions back. So we need to really filter these people and put them in the customer bucket. After they've ordered consistently, they're going to be getting enough of a discount that it's basically the same cost to them without the annual fee. So we're really going to ask questions and make sure we are sorting people correctly from this point on. This is one of the reasons we feel like it's been so hard for a lot of us to gain momentum. So we're going to ask, are you ordering more than 100 PV? Because that is what is designed for an ambassador. Are they going to be trying these products for 60 to 90 days? Always going to encourage people to do that since they have the money back guarantee up to 60 days. Are they willing to talk to family members about this? So these are questions that help you sort those people. And so we're going to ask that. That's step number one. I love this wording to say, let me ask you some questions that I ask to everyone because we want to see which discount you qualify for. So I want to see what the deepest discount is that I can get for you. One thing I love about a system is it's not you being salesy. This is the system. These are the questions we ask to everybody. And so this is going to help you put people where they are supposed to go. So step number one, are they committed to at least 60 days? Step number two, are they open to telling their family and their friends? Step number three, are they going to use that 60-day commitment to make sure that they are getting the full result of their products? And you also want to explain why their subscription that you are going to be able to change is so important to their success and their consistency. You're going to help them build in step three their subscription, and now an amazing thing, we have free shipping over 145 PV. So this is a huge incentive to have people build up that subscription to be over 100 PV right out of the bat. So give them some ideas of maybe one or two other products that would go well with their original order and would bless them and their family. Step number four, you tell them as soon as that package arrives on their doorstep to contact them so that you can help them with dosage instructions and they can help begin to walk them along their journey. And then step number five, as you're ending the call, is to say, I cannot thank you enough for trusting me to guide you in your health journey and for your support of my business. If I send you 2 to 3 lines of my story, would you post them to your social media tonight? It could look something like this. And again, same kind of a process as these other people that we've talked about. We're going to feed them the lines. If they've already ordered from you, whether they're a customer or an ambassador, this is the key. If they're supportive of you, the chances that they are open to supporting you by giving you a shout out on social media is actually a lot higher than you would probably think it would be. As we've been putting this into practice, we've been so surprised how many people are willing to do this. And then whether they're an ambassador or not, it can bring referrals in and still begin to grow your network and your business even further. Can you think of anything else, Carissa, that we need to cover before I close us out?
Nope, I'm just going to bring us back so people know how to find this. And I'm also going to scroll. Now, the video we watched at the beginning, oops, it's because I searched. Let me go straight back to Paladins page. The video that we watched at the beginning is now on the Paladins page right here. So every new ambassador, this is going to be a simple way for them to find that pinned post that's going to give them every resource they need to set their pace, learn how to reach out and share with their list, learn how to follow up, learn how to enroll people, and access valuable training that we want everyone on our team to see. So this instructional video, which is woohoo, like 4 minutes, is right here, ready to show people. And then this post that has each of the awesome wealth of information is pinned right to the top. So you see how it says announcements. That just means it's always going to be at the top of our team page.
All right, yay. Well, we cannot express to you guys how excited we are to have really thought through. We knew we had found an amazing system for signups with our smart signup process, and the onboarding and getting people to duplicate that down, getting new people trained as they come in. That was the next step that we knew we needed a system for. And this, you guys, is gold. So be sure that you're looking at this as you bring new people in. I would encourage each of you guys to go through it yourself. See if there may be a step that you've missed. If you feel like your business has stalled, or if you need ideas of where to go next, go look at that first graphic we showed you with the track. And if you're all in, follow the steps. If you're wanting to grow your business more, do those yourself. And then you'll be able to coach people through that as well, that we are so excited about. And you won't have to be going and searching and tagging, and it's all in that one post. Let's see if I missed anything in the comments. Let's see any questions, just shouts of joy, which we have been feeling too.
Yeah, the training in Hawaii where Brooke gave us the road to recruiting map and the pacing chart, we were shouting hallelujah then. And then when we got home and some Jewel friends shared this idea with how they're getting it all in one place on the team page, we were just beside ourselves. Like, we have to get this up for the Plexus Paladins page as soon as possible, because we know where to find, message examples or how to follow up with after a post, but not everybody knows the exact things to search to find that. But now it's all right here in this one place. And I truly believe, because I've seen it happening with my own team, that when I get people started and I make it this simple for them, getting to silver becomes much less of an ordeal, because I'm just giving it to them a bite at a time, giving them the words, and all that fear of the unknown is gone.
Okay, let's see. Lucia, did you mean to raise your hand? Did you have a question or comment?
Yeah, hey, I showed up late. Is this call being recorded? Because I didn't want to miss anything.
It is being recorded.
Okay, cool.
And we'll try and we'll probably post it on Climbing the Ladder, I would guess. And we'll try to get that up as soon as possible.
Yeah. And we can put it in the comment sections of the team call post too.
All right. Well, if y'all have any other questions, we can answer those elsewhere. And Justina says she has tears in her eyes over this. I agree. This has been, Carissa and I both said it's been a fight to get it done to the finish, because we wanted it done for this call. And my family's been getting sick this week, and I was like, this will be done by the call. And I will be on to share about it, because it is that big of a deal. So thank you all so much for hopping on. We can't wait to see how this impacts your business, and excited to go through it with you guys and see this season of harvest that has been promised and foretold for months now. We're so excited about that. All right. Y'all have a great evening. We'll see you soon.
Thanks everybody so much. Good night.
Bye.